All right, so as many of you know, I'm in the final stretch of finishing my animated feature film, and that's got me thinking once again about distribution. Now, I've been thinking about distribution since day one, but as I get close to the finish line, it really reopens that conversation for me. What's the best path forward for this movie? I get this question all the time from filmmakers. Should I go through an aggregator or should I use a traditional distributor? Now, to be fully transparent, I have never used an aggregator for my movies. We work with a traditional company called ITN. They've distributed a lot of our titles. But with that being said, I want to break down a couple key differences between going through an aggregator versus a distributor. So let's first talk about something called cataloging. Now, a lot of people in the industry, they may not even understand how this works, but you can still benefit from it. It's when a company has a group of films, like a collection, that all fall under one banner. So for example, let's say a distributor has 100 titles on a streaming platform. That collection gives them a wider reach. If your film is a part of that same catalog, the algorithms are more likely to recommend you to other viewers. Why? Because someone watched another movie from that same catalog, and that connection helps push your movie forward to new audiences. That catalog effect may not always exist unless the aggregator is putting out a large number of titles regularly and those titles feel cohesive in a collection. You may not benefit from that algorithm boost. It's not to say that you can't succeed from an aggregator. You absolutely can. It just means that you have to be more strategic with your marketing. And here's the key thing to remember. No matter what route you choose, you're gonna have to do your own marketing. Distributors, they rarely invest money into promoting your film. They're probably not going to be running ads or putting up billboards unless they actually believe that their film can make them a lot of money. And honestly, that's rare. They may create a poster, cut a trailer, or feature you in a catalog at the film market, but that's about it. Aggregators, same story. They might help you get on the platforms like Tubi, YouTube, and others, but they're not going to advertise your film for you. That's on you. So at the end of the day, marketing is everything before you release your movie. You need to understand who your audience is, how you're going to reach them, and where your film's going to live so you can drive traffic and views in a focused way. Well, I hope that helps. That's all I've got for you today. As always, keep making movies. Peace out.